So we're going to talk about this Noche UFC that is possibly a no-go, okay? Because I'm confused. So you have Dana White. He's promoting this whole UFC Noche, and for people who don't know, I like MMA. But he's promoting this whole UFC Noche, and I'm like, okay, cool. The card looks cool. I have no real issues with it. I like the Sugar Show, but I'm looking. I'm like, are people really going? And I said it, even if I had money, I would not want to go necessarily, just because I don't like that whole spherical. I don't like all them lights all over the place. It looks like I'm gonna be like sick being up there and get dizzy. Okay. But I'm over here like, okay, well, what's going on with it? Are people buying the tickets? Because I thought people were just gonna go. And I didn't know how pricey some of these tickets were. People talking about like a nosebleed is like $2,000-$3,000. I'm like, wait, hold up. What? And apparently they end up lowering it. So I'm gonna actually show you this video that actually came out a week ago. And then we're gonna get into it.
This is the last time the UFC will ever go to the Sphere because the ticket prices have plummeted. We are still 2 weeks away from Noche UFC, and there are thousands of tickets up for grabs that nobody's buying. Resale ticket prices to this event was a minimum of $3,000. I made a video on this 5 weeks ago saying there's no way this could be worth it. And in that video, I have screenshots of the ticket prices at that time. This section right here is the worst section you can be in. The minimum was $24.21. That same section is down to $8.51 per ticket. That's still a lot, but that's down well over 50%. And this section right here was nearly $5,000. And now it's down to about $2,200, which is again well over 50% off than what it was 5 weeks ago. According to Dana, they spent well over $20 million to get this thing done at the Sphere. Considering it looks like they're going to be taking a loss on this event, that's something the UFC is never doing. They never take a loss on an event. I don't think they're ever going to go back to the Sphere after this.
He did say that it was going to be done, finito, no mas, okay? But I actually want to see, can you all, hopefully you all can see this, but this is what it is currently, okay? So this is Wednesday, okay? And it's going to be on Saturday. So as you can see, there's not a whole bunch, but I mean, there's quite a few up in here. So the legend says verified resale. So people have tickets and they're trying to resell. That's what the red is. And then the available is the blue. So let's just go ahead and look. So this is the octagon all the way over here. Who is sitting over here? How much is that ticket? Wow, that ticket is $4,400, yo. Okay, let's look at some of these nosebleed tickets. Now these are verified resale. Okay, I like to be on the corner, so let's look at that. $880. When I went to UFC, I was in like a mid-tier area. So you got the cage, and I'm obviously you get up the stairs, but right above the cage is where I was sitting. Okay. And there I was there, and it cost me like 200, something like that, maybe 240 or something like that for my ticket or something like that. So this is interesting. Okay, it's like almost 4 times the amount, almost. Okay, now you got this one over here. This one should be less. What? 2,157. Wow. Okay, what about this? 4,000. Wow. So what? How much is this? 3,000. Wow. Now, why would you, and I'm curious, why would you buy the ticket to then be like, okay, I'm going to resell it? Because this is quite a few people. This ain't, 50. I mean, this is over 100, yo. How much is this? Wow, 2,500. Wow. Really, y'all? Okay, let's see. Bruh, what the heck are you thinking, Dana? Oh, you're not going to let me see that one? Oh, maybe I gotta enlarge it. Let me try to enlarge it a little bit and see if I can get it on there. Not gonna let me see it? Okay, y'all not gonna let me. Y'all tripping. 25. Okay. So this stuff is expensive. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. And it's in 3 days. 3 days. Wow. That's insanity, yo. But something I want to show was this, and there's a video attached to it. So but it says $25,000 to any fan who can find all of the Easter eggs throughout the Noche UFC. All right, so let's just go ahead and play this video.
World. And the world will evolve while the fights are going on, but it'll be very subtle. Clouds will move, fires will burn, birds will fly, or whatever the hell's going on in that world at that time, and it will slowly evolve during the fight. There are also going to be Easter eggs in each one of these films. And we're working it out with legal right now. But what I want to do, if somebody can find all the Easter eggs, they'll give you $25,000. And the fight will live inside this world.
I don't. So with this and what he's talking about, saying here, there are also going to be Easter eggs in each one of these films. What films? I mean, if someone can find all the Easter eggs, if we give it to it. Okay, so I'm assuming when they do like the compilation of the fighter and the different fights that they had before, we get to their fight that they're about to do in present time. I'm going to assume is what he was referring to. What Easter eggs? I mean, like, what are we talking about? Like, if you look at Pixar, for example, if you look at Monsters Inc., I think there is a Dory or a Nemo, and that's the Easter egg. Okay. Or, maybe there's the Pizza Planet thing from Toy Story in another movie, that's the Easter egg, stuff like that. I mean, what I get, or even if you're talking about, I don't know, like a pencil and John Wick or something like that, maybe something like that. I mean, what are we doing? And who does this apply to? Does this apply to, because it says fans. It says any fan. So who's the fan? I mean, like, is it people only physically there, or is it people anywhere in the entire world can get $25,000? And okay, so let's say I found it out. I'm the first one in the entire world that found it out. How do I contact you? Do I go and be, okay, Dana, I found it. And how do I give you proof that, you know what I mean? How do I give you proof? And who's to say that the third person is the first message that you saw because you didn't see the first or second person that messaged you somehow, some way, because you're getting, let's say you're getting millions of messages or there's millions of submissions. I guess I'm curious how that works. And it's like, okay, well, let's say it's an app. Okay, or something, you go on the website and then you go and say, here's the Easter eggs, and you type out your answers. Well, I guess, is there going to be some kind of technical thing that goes on? How is that going to all work? Like, how? I don't know. I just, and that's also another thing. It's like there could be delays in certain things too, so it's like, I don't know. This seems weird to me. It's like, why can't we just have the event? Why we have to have the event and Easter eggs and, oh, let's go and find some stuff? And, I don't get it. I don't know, man. I don't know why we need this. Who thought this was a good idea? Did y'all plan it out of how this is going to work? Who's eligible for it? Because you said any fan. I mean, who, you know what I mean? And who's to say that someone who worked on the video doesn't go and tell their cousin, Donald, and then the cousin already knows, and then he's the first one, y'all, whatever. I don't know, but let me know what y'all think. Are y'all going to the Noches? Hello, hello, hello. I would greatly appreciate it if you can actually support my little small business called Latrice Limited. It is on latricelimited.com. So as you can see right here, I actually sell candles and a wide variety of other items as well. This is my big forehead, okay? But I actually want to show you just a couple of different items that I do sell. This is actually going to be a part of my soap collection that I have. As you can see, I have a variety of different soaps on here. I actually have 2 pages worth of soaps, and everything is handmade, okay, natural, clean ingredients as well. You can also see right here, these are my candles. All right, they're all handmade, everything vanilla, sweet roses, sage and vanilla, vanilla and sweet roses are actually my favorite scents that I do have. I also have a few other items on here. I'm actually going to go and show you all the bath bombs that I do have. As you all can see, there's eucalyptus and sage, sweet pea harmony, and so many more. And then we're just going to finish off on the gift sets that I have. There's a variety of them, from like the big ones like this for 45, and then you have some of the smaller ones, and you have these itty bitty ones down here that includes essential oil blends. Definitely shop with your girl. Definitely help your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. This is like my little baby over here. Okay. I would greatly appreciate it, and enjoy.